What's up, everybody? We're back cooking with KEEZY. Today we got a good show for y'all. Something real simple. We're gonna do some grilled salmon. We're starting off with a pound salmon fillet, and we're gonna go from there. Do real simple recipe, and we're gonna plate it on some white rice. Be a good one. So what we've got here is our 1 pound salmon fillet. You can pick this up at your local grocery store. It's running about $7 to $9 a pound right now. Got the skin on. So you could keep that, but my preference for my palate, I like to take it off. So we're going to be doing a quick demo how to actually take that off with your fillet knife here. You could also use your trusty chef knife, whichever you prefer. Today I think we're going to go with the fillet knife.
Alright, so basically what we're going to do is, with your fillet knife, we're going to grab the tail end, and we're going to bring it all the way across, holding it like this. So we're going to take that skin off your fillet. Real nice, real simple. I actually learned this working at a Japanese restaurant while I was washing dishes. I would just sit back there and watch the sushi chef, and they were actually getting a good size fillet and doing this and pulling the bones out and everything. We just got a 1 pound, just a little salmon fillet. We're going to go ahead and take the skin off, and then we're going to go ahead and get to grilling. So basically what you want to do is, get a little starter in there, at the end here. As you can see, we're pulling the meat away from the skin. So once you do that, you want to just kind of get your knife flat with the cutting board, hold that skin down, and just go ahead and cut right through it. The knife on the cutting board, so it actually uses it as a guide. So we're using the meat right there, but kind of just using it as a guide to go all the way through, and we're gonna get a nice cut and get to grilling. And there you have it. That's simple. There's your skin right there. We used to use this in the restaurant. I don't know what they ever ate with it, but they would deep fry it. But like I said, we're not going to use that skin. We're going to go ahead and discard that. And we got our fillet right here. Looking lovely. Cooking with KEEZY.
Alright, so we got our grill on high. We always like to put it on high. Clean it off, scrape it a little bit, and lightly oil it. And so we can get some nice grill marks. We have it on high. We're going to turn it down to about a medium high. The salmon isn't real thick, but you kind of base your temperature off the thickness of the salmon. That way you could get your internal cooking done pretty good. The thicker it is, the longer it's going to take for the temperature to reach the inside of it. So we're going to go ahead and we'll put that on medium high, and we're going to cut this down into a couple portions, and we're going to get grilling. So people have a misconception about eating raw fish, and I just want to let you in on a little secret today that you can cook fish without any heat. All you have to do is apply something acidic or some type of acid to it, and you will begin cooking it. And so actually you're not even eating raw fish anymore. And I try to tell people this when I take them to some of my favorite sushi spots. And so I got a couple pieces of salmon. We'll go ahead and put some key lime on that, get it cooking, and go ahead and enjoy. We went ahead and seasoned it. I mean, my favorite part of cooking is being able to eat while I'm cooking. So we'll go ahead and throw a little bit of seasoning on there. The same cayenne, kosher, granulated garlic. We're going to go ahead and try it out. Apply the acid. The acid is actually cooking the salmon. I always try to get people with that trivia question too. It's a good trivia question when you're drinking with friends and whatnot. Ask them. Well, actually a lot of people say they could outcook me, and I tell them I could cook without using heat. And now you know what I'm referring to when I say that. Couple seeds on there. Go ahead and enjoy. That key lime. Salmon, one of my favorite fish. Probably my favorite. While I wait for it to be done grilling, we're gonna have sushi. Sushi and grilled salmon, baby. We're cooking with KEEZY.
Alright, so what we're doing now is we're actually going to make butter honey mixture, which we're going to actually brush on the salmon. So you got your butter and your honey. And we go ahead and use about, we'll use about 2 tablespoons of butter. It's not cut perfectly, but you know, sometimes it never is. And we're going to go ahead and just, you know, throw it in something, you know, warm it up, melt it down so we could actually brush it on the salmon. So you're going to have everything involved in your dish. You're going to have some saltiness with the kosher salt. You're going to have some spice with your cayenne. We could actually put a little bit of cayenne in there. We don't want to put no more salt in it to avoid making it too salty. And we'll put a little bit more garlic in there too. So you got your garlic butter, honey spice. So the only thing we're missing out of this is the salt, but we're going to go ahead and avoid the dish being too salty. That way you can salt the taste. And we're going to go ahead and throw this in the microwave. Put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. This is what you get. Kind of looks like some kind of foo-foo shot you would buy at happy hour, but it's actually your butter mixture. Go ahead and stir it up. Get a nice little brush, and we could brush the salmon during cooking. Quick note with the butter mixture. I always prefer to use real butter for the taste for the salmon. When you start getting into using margarine, it will actually leave your salmon with a oily taste instead of a more sweet taste with the butter. So always go with real butter. Cooking with KEEZY. So we actually had our rice going. We went in and put some rice to boil. I don't have a rice maker or anything. You can use rice makers if you prefer. I prefer the old school method. Go ahead and just throw it in a dish, in a I call it a soup pan, I guess. Sorry for the bad technical terms. So I throw it in a soup pan, you know, and just kind of measure the water with your middle knuckle right here, right there, your middle knuckle. They like to call it Mount Fiji, so you could touch it as long as the top of the water from, you put your hand on top of the rice, the top of the water should touch your middle knuckle. And I like to go ahead and throw a aluminum foil over the top and set it to boil, get it to a right part, and then we go ahead and put it down to a simmer. So this is how we got it covered. Go ahead and check it out. See that? Beautiful right there. Rice is pretty self-explanatory. No demo really necessary. We're gonna go show ahead and how I would prefer to season it so it don't taste bland. But we're gonna go ahead and check on the salmon right now. We're actually gonna go ahead and flip our salmon. Got some lovely grill marks going on. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. There you go, there's your diamond mark, which is very easy to obtain, this side, and then we'll flip it like that, so just kind of like an X. And we're going to go ahead and put some of the butter mixture on now. So I couldn't find my brush, so no problems. Get our little spoon here, get a little butter on there, a little bit of the butter mixture, you know, kind of just throw it on there, spread it around. You could even pour it on there if you'd like. You know, just get a little on there, and we could spread it on there. This butter is going to give it a really, really nice flavor to the salmon. Like I said, I always prefer to use butter over any type of margarine or anything that contains oil in it for a better tasting salmon fillet. So key to getting a good grill mark is very easy. We started this side. We're just going to go ahead and turn that like that. Same thing with our other fillet. Turn that like that. Should end up with grill marks looking just like that. Perfect diamond grill marks every time. You're cooking with KEEZY. So our rice is actually done. To avoid a bland rice, we're going to actually flavor it up a little bit with some key ingredients I like to use. There we go. A little bit of salt. Got a couple pinches. A little bit of cayenne, and that's to taste with the cayenne. If you'd like your food spicy, I prefer my food spicy. A little bit of distilled white vinegar, not too much. Go ahead and give that a quick stir.
You could do this with any type of dish, same ingredients, kosher salt, cayenne, a little bit of granulated garlic if you like, and distilled white vinegar. Go ahead, taste that. Watch out, it's hot. You gotta be careful. Anytime you taste a hot food, you're not gonna be able to get the exact salt content level. In this case, same thing. We're gonna put a little bit more salt, a little bit more vinegar, and we'll go ahead and plate that up and get the salmon ready.
So we're ready. The rice is done. The salmon's ready to be pulled off the grill. While in culinary art school, I never really enjoyed presentation too much. Over the years, I've realized that your presentation, your smell of your dish kind of actually sells your plate. I mean, it could taste like bad, but if you sell it and make it look good, it's gonna win their palate over before they actually have a lot of friends that tag me on Facebook and Instagram and show me their plates. I've been going by Chef and Ain't Easy, which I established about 4 or 5 years back, and I mean, just get creative with it, and we're just going to show how basic plate presentation could look. Be creative, try to use height, you know, make it more three-dimensional, and don't have it spread out. Make it all come together as one and give it a nice looking presentation. We're going to go ahead and use a ice cream scoop, real simple. So you plate the rice. We're going to go ahead and put that right in the center. There we go, 2 scoops. Go ahead and put that on top there. It's a little sloppy looking right now, but we're going to go ahead and form that a little bit because we got some good height going on right here. This is a simple technique here. You know, just kind of mold it a little bit. You could use molds. You could do a lot of things with this dish. You could use a bigger scoop. So there we go. We got a nice little amount of rice there, and we could place a salmon, 45-degree angle on it, and give it a real nice look. Alright, so we're back. The salmon's off the grill. It looks amazing, smells amazing. We got our mound of rice here, and basically, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and place the salmon like that. There you go. So you get a plate looking like that. And you could put garnishes, sauces if you'd like. You know, get creative. Salmon, you know, people like to use glazes. You could, if you choose to, you could use different garlic sauces, hot sauces. Lemon, lime is always a real good garnish for this dish. Anything acidic to go with it, you know, you could do little fun swirlies, whatever. Get creative, play with the food a little bit, and make your presentation beautiful. So there you go, three-dimensional.
This is what our plate looks like so far. See a lot of space right here. I think we're going to actually go ahead and put a little sauce there. I didn't have nothing whipped up from scratch, so I think we're going to go ahead and use a little bit of our leftover butter mixture and put a little bit of some of this stuff right here, chili garlic sauce. I love this with any type of fish, rice, chicken, pork, whatever. In this case, our salmon. We'll go ahead and mix a little bit of that with a little bit of that and put some down for our presentation, or we could even run a little off the side of the salmon, get creative. I think we'll go ahead and put a key lime, slice of key lime on here as well. After just adding a couple little things to it, little garnish. You got your key lime, they said use height, make it more three-dimensional. You put a little bit of our garlic sauce, butter, honey mixture there for a sauce, and there you go. We're cooking with KEEZY. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Till next time, it's Chef KEEZY. Chef and Ain't Easy, baby. 2015.